I want to talk to you guys about something near and dear to my heart, something that I've been guilty of and been trying to fight for a long time, which is my consumerism. I keep saying everywhere on this channel, I'm gonna no buy, I'm gonna no buy, and then I break my no buy. I recognize I have a lot of makeup. I recognize that I have too much makeup, and yet I am sad. And when I'm sad, I do retail therapy, and especially makeup. Makeup always makes me so excited, more than clothes, more than anything else. I retail therapy makeup. And I was gonna do this video originally of me sharing with you guys everything I purchased this year, because I thought it'd be fun, like, oh, let's see what I purchased this year, how much money I spent. I'd say I probably spent like $2,500 on makeup and skincare this year, which is a lot, like a little bit too much when you look at how much I make versus like my salary. And then, you know, I watched this documentary, and it's not the best documentary, but I think it is a really great beginner documentary into consumerism. What I think was the most effective thing for me, because I read so many articles about it, you know, I talked to my friends about it, we're trying all to hold ourselves accountable about not over consuming, but watching this video and seeing the visuals that I don't get to see when I'm reading articles. It's called Buy Now, The Shopping Addiction. It was really, really potent and powerful, and it made me look at this video I was gonna do about all the things I bought this year, and I was like, I am part of the problem, and making that video would be me perpetuating the problem and also being like, you need to buy, and that's just not what I want to do for the rest of this year. That's not what I want to do for the rest of this channel. Like, I just don't want to be that person. So this is just a video of me holding myself accountable, and also like begging anybody who watches this, begging the makeup community. I miss what it used to be. What it used to be was you got one palette, okay? And then people would do like 10 to 15 videos on this palette. So people would go and buy this palette and then use it, like use the fuck out of it, like love and use these products over and over and over again. You would see somebody wearing the same foundation in videos over and over and over again because it was their favorite foundation. They would use up foundations, they would use up concealers, they would use up products. And as I have been a part of this community, since I think I uploaded my first video in 2017, since I've been a part of this community, I have definitely noticed the change, like the trending change to buy more and use less of our products. I can share with you guys, and I think that's what I'm gonna do, what I bought on Black Friday and Cyber Monday this year, because I think that is indicative of how my consumption will look for the rest of the year. My thing for Black Friday and Cyber Monday was I'm only gonna buy the things that I know I'm going to use or that I'm going to run out of that are on sale that I could get for cheaper now. So my first purchase was from Tower 28. I have been using their SOS spray because I've been having a lot of trouble with my skin, and I do and have seen a difference in my skin while using the spray prior to me putting on any of my skincare. I think my skin looks way more luminous. I think I have seen way less acne since I started using it again. So I think it is really, really good for my skin. I am almost out of the bottle, so I bought the refill. Not the same bottle, I bought the giant bottle that has a lot of product in it that you can refill your current bottle. In that way, I will, unfortunately still am buying plastic, but I'm going to be putting less plastic into the landfill if I'm going to be reusing the bottle that I currently have. So that's one of the things I bought. I also bought from them a mascara, something I will always use because I wear it every single day, is mascara. I love their Make Waves mascara. I've never used it in the brown. I have been using the black one. I have it open right now. So I bought the brown shade so I could get free shipping. And because it's something that I'm going to use. I used to have a bunch of backups of mascara because since I use them every day, you go through them in like 3 months. Some formulas are drier, so you go through them earlier. And I do not have a backup of mascaras right now. So I'm putting that in my backup collection for when I am done with this mascara. That's my first purchase. My second purchase was from Ulta Beauty. For context, I know I overspent this year because I'm almost to diamond. I've spent over $1,000 this year at just Ulta Beauty alone, and when I realized that, and I looked at everything I bought and like what I used, I was like, oh, that's kind of gross. So the only thing I purchased for Black Friday this year was a fresh kombucha antioxidant facial treatment essence, because I use this every day, twice a day, and it's normally $82. And I got the one that I'm currently using. I just opened the back up, and I got that when it was 30% off on sale, and then this was also 30% off, making it $57. So it is currently living in my backup drawer for when I'm done with this one. And then I bought a mascara as well. I bought the NARS Climax mascara, which I have used before and I have loved. Again, I like having backups of mascara. I will always go through them, I'll always use them, and if I don't have to spend $25 for mascara, that's winning in my book. So that is also my backup drawer for when I run out of mascara to either use this time or the next time around. That is the only makeup and skincare I bought during Black Friday. And you know, my friend Mariam and I were talking, and she had bought like a highlighter from a brand, and you know, her and I are very conscious about overconsumption and not wanting to do it, and like being anti-capitalist and all of this stuff. And I had to tell her, like, it's not about consuming, it's about like over consuming. So like, it is impossible for us not to consume. It's impossible for us not to create waste in the system that we are in today. But it's all about over consuming. In the last few months, I have bought like 4 different bronzers. I don't need any more bronzers. I'm not going to purchase any more bronzers. I bought way more blushes. I have like 20 blushes. That's not even like a exaggeration. I have too many blushes, powder / cream, both of them. I have a lot of foundations. A lot of them have been sent to me this year, and I'm getting another one sent to me. I don't need another foundation. So it's all about, I have concealers. You've seen my backup drawer. I have concealers on backup. I don't need to buy any more of them. So it's that stuff. Do I need it? No. Is it unique in my collection? Like, if I really wanted like a duochrome highlighter, I don't own that. That's not over consuming because it's not 4 of the same color highlighters. It's something different. So all of this to say, I think we have been taught in the recent years, especially in the makeup industry, they have been launching new products, and we have been taught to buy and want to buy these new products, and that's how we find happiness. TikTok and YouTube honestly has become a place that used to be something for creative, for tutorials, for just enjoying makeup without having to market it to salespeople. Like, TikTok feels like QVC now. I don't even really like to stay on it for long because it's just people selling things, because we have created an economy in this society where you don't make enough at your regular job, you make more as an influencer. You're being a salesperson, so people want to do that, and I don't knock them for it. I understand so much, but that's not who I am. This page, I've created this page because this is a hobby. This is something I love doing. I love being creative with makeup. Most times in my tutorials now, I've just stopped highlighting the products that I'm using, you know, unless I'm using something, and I'm going to make concerted efforts to continue to do that, to just do makeup for the creative part of it. I still do want to do videos like wear tests, because I do think when I was in 2013, 14, 15, and I was just getting into makeup, like, those really helped me because I didn't have a lot of money. I was in high school, I was working, I was in college, I was working 2 jobs, you know? And so every purchase made, it mattered. I didn't have a lot back then. I was getting 1 foundation for the next 6 to 8 months until I used it up. So I do still think those are important videos to make, because I also think if, like, what's the point in buying something if it's not good quality? What's the point in buying something just because it's trendy? No. So you know what I mean? So that's what I'm interested in doing in 2025. It's not our responsibility to hold those companies accountable in the way that the government can and needs to, because no change will happen without government regulation. It is our responsibility to not overconsume, because I think the only way we can really make change is by getting at their wallets. And if everybody stops over consuming or consumes even just a little bit less, companies will feel it, and they're like, oh, well, we can't create 16,000 units of this because only 10,000 sold. We have to create less units because they don't want to have a backlog of units. So that's just where I'm at. I'm not going to stop doing what I find a lot of joy in, which is creating content and doing videos and fun stuff like that. But I think I'm going to start to really be mindful about how I make videos, to not fall into the traps of what influencers have become, which is salespeople. Sorry if it feels like I'm shoving my ideals onto you, but I think we can't keep putting our head in the sand about things. I want to be able to live a long life. I want to be able to experience nature in the way my mom did when she went to Yosemite, when she went to Arcadia, when she saw the Grand Canyon. Like, those things won't exist with climate change. Tulum, Mexico won't exist without climate change. We are harming the earth with our overconsumption, and especially like the global south, who feels the brunt of the overconsumption that leads to climate change, that leads to microplastics and fibers in animals. And you know, it's a vicious cycle. So we just really have to do what we have to do. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you want a really great beginner dip your toes in, do watch By Now the Shopping Conspiracy. It's a great intro to the larger thing, and then go and look it up online and Google and read articles and books. We have small power and we need to leverage that.